Wawancara eksklusif Fakta Israel. Fakta Israel ketemu agen Mossad. Shalom, saya Monique Rakers dari Fakta Israel. Saat ini saya bersama dengan seorang yang luar biasa dari Israel, orang Yahudi, warga negara Israel, namanya Miska Ben David. Shalom Miska.
Shalom Monique.
What is the
Shalom.
meaning of your name?
Oh, this is a nickname. It's not a real name.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Moshe.
Mm-hmm.
I was born as Moshe, but because my parents are immigrants to Israel from the Ukraine, and they speak Russian, so they gave me the nickname Mishka, which is usually given to people that their Russian name is Mikhail or something like this. And Mike, because you don't have many Russians that are called Moshe, which is a biblical name, the name of Moses.
Yeah, Moses.
Yes. So I was called Mishka since the day I was born, and everyone knows me as Mishka, especially since when I had to make a decision if I want to publish my books under the name Moshe Ben David or Mishka Ben David, and I decided Mishka. So that's what everyone calls me.
Okay, so please explain what kind of book you wrote.
I wrote 20 books so far.
Yes,
My first,
many.
yeah, yeah, too many.
Too many.
My
Because the too many experience, right?
my first book I wrote after the Yom Kippur War in 1973.
Okay.
I was a young officer in the army, and I wanted to write my experiences and the experiences of my colleagues. So I wrote my first book that was called "I've Never Seen a Happy Soldier."
Okay.
And so it's a book about a group of people before the war, during the war, and what happens to them after the war. The book was very successful, and it was clear to me that I will continue with writing. So I went to study literature and philosophy at the university. And then I wrote my second book about students' life. I continued my master's in the United States, so my third book is stories about American figures. And then I completed my PhD in literature, but then I decided not to continue my work as a lecturer at the university, but to join the Israeli Secret Service, the Mossad.
Wow. Saudara, jika Anda ingin membantu pelayanan Fakta Israel, Anda bisa mensubscribe YouTube Fakta Israel atau ikuti membership. Terima kasih.
And I served there for 12 years, in which I didn't write any books. But when I finished, I continued writing my regular novels and also spy novels. So among my 20 books, there are 6 spy novels and 2 books of philosophy. And the regular are regular novels or collections of short stories.
Very interesting. Why you put your experience into the novel or the spy stories?
I did put my experiences, but I didn't put any actual things that I did or that were done. So all the plots are imaginary from my mind.
Okay.
But because I know how things work, I could make the stories to sound real.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why the books are also very successful, both in Israel and also they were translated to English, to French, and to Turkish.
Oh, but not in Russian.
Not in Russian.
Okay. And then sometimes I cannot understand between the secret agent and the operative. It's the same or?
Yeah, operatives are some of the people that work in a secret service. They are those who are actually doing the job, like let's say James Bond.
Yeah.
He was an operative. M, his boss, was not an operative. All right, she was a management level.
Yeah.
And then you have Q, who does all the special tricks. He's also not an operative, he's a technical man. So in a secret service you have many kind of jobs. Some of them are operatives. Those are those who are in the streets and doing the actual spying job.
Okay. So why you want to join the Mossad?
I think that the reason that I joined the Mossad, and before that, the reason that I spent 5 years in the army and became an officer, is because my parents are Holocaust survivors. And although my inclination was towards philosophy and music and literature, because of the experience of my parents, it was very clear to me that the existence of Israel is
very important.
Is very important, and it is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
There are firstly most of the Arab countries around us and the Palestinians within us that do not want us to be here.
Yeah.
And there are also very many anti-Semitic countries and groups all over. Even like in Western Europe and even in America, there are very, very strong anti-Semitic groups that will be happy to help the foes of Israel to annihilate it. So it was clear to me that I have to do a very serious and important army service. And then after 5 years, when I left the army and started studying and was already a PhD, a doctor and a lecturer at the university, I felt that still Israel is not safe and I have to do something else for it. And I thought that I'll be good at the Secret Service, so I joined it.
So it's difficult to enter Mossad?
It's very difficult. According to the statistics, 1 out of 500 applicants gets to the course, the course that prepares us, and only half of the people that enter the course actually finish it.
Okay.
So you have 1 out of 1,000 applicants that turns out to be a Mossad agent.
So the comparison is high. 1 and 2,000.
Out of every 1,000 people that want to become, one enters.
Wow.
Yes.
So orang ini sangat hebat karena dari 1,000 orang yang mau masuk ke Mossad, mungkin hanya 1 yang diterima. Wow. So you must be very very good.
It's to be a Mossad agent, a Mossad operative, a Mossad worker. You need a combination of qualities that doesn't make you good at anything outside of the Mossad. But this is what the Mossad needs. Like, for example, you have to be brave, but you cannot be too brave, right? Because when you do something and you see that people are watching you, or there is a camera, or
you become
there are 2 people around, if you say, doesn't matter, I still go and do it, you will be caught.
Okay.
Or they will know that you did it. But if you say, okay, I'm willing to do it, but the situation is not good, I'll go back, I'll come tomorrow. This is what they need. Also, they need you to be able to manipulate people that you want to achieve something through them, but to be very honest towards your organization when you report what you did. So it's a combination of qualities that are good for the Mossad, not necessarily good for a teacher or any other job.
Okay. So, most interesting job you have done? Or
Well,
duty?
I did a lot of interesting things and a lot of interesting job. The most interesting was when I was a part of a team.
Saudara, ikuti perbincangan selanjutnya dalam edisi berikutnya. Jangan lupa subscribe YouTube Fakta Israel. Salam damai dari Fakta Israel.